You didn't answer.
Tempers flared at last night's Bluff community meeting, called to discuss the control of the deadly oyster parasite, Bonamia ostrae. The meeting was the first chance for the Ministry for Primary Industries officials to speak with the aquaculture-dependent community since the removal of the flat oysters from Stewart Island's Big Glory Bay started. Southland District Council Mayor Gary Tong chaired the meeting and afterwards said it was productive.
I thought it was a very well controlled meeting that went well. The questions were asked. If people wanted to, the opportunity was there for people to ask questions. They obviously ran out of them, so hopefully they've picked up the information they want tonight, but there will be other questions in the future, I'm sure.
The main concerns raised by Bluff residents were around what would happen to the community if the parasite made its way into the Foveaux Straits wild fishery, why the ministry took so long to act once they discovered the parasite in the Stewart Island waters, and what's being done to find out how the parasite got there in the first place. One member of the crowd said he wants to see heads roll.
Because that is a biosecurity risk. It's the biggest one you've got. Honestly, it's crazy.
We've had it risk assessed and I would not accept that it's the biggest biosecurity risk. It's been given a permit and we stand by that permit.
Yeah, well, it has been the biggest
I get it, Willie, you don't agree, but that's the decision we've made.
Yeah, well,
I asked anybody in this room if they agree.
it's common sense.
A similar meeting was held on Stewart Island Tuesday night. Mayor Tong says it was even more passionate than the Bluff meeting.
To be honest and say, last night down at Stewart Island was pretty angry. There's no doubt about that. However, saying that, the anger was right in the right place. It was best to do it there so they could put it out. They let it go. The team answered the questions the best they could, and obviously there was, I've got to be honest and say, there was a bit of fact and a bit of fiction coming from the crowd. But it was all listened to and it will all be taken on board, there's no doubt about that.
Ministry staff invited the Bluff community to stay involved in the removal process and use their expertise to create a plan for how to best uplift rope-style oyster farms in Phase 2 of the operation. I'm Ruby Spink for the South Today.